Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Holistic Hustler channel. Whew. This is the culmination of a lot of stuff. So thank you for taking time out for watching this video. This is not going to be like my usual content. In fact, I'm probably going to post or pin this on my YouTube channel and on all my other social media as well. So no reading at this point in time today, none of that stuff. Instead, I'm just going to start telling you about what to expect from the channel, what has happened in the background since the last readings dropped. And yeah, then we can kind of take it from there. So this is going to be a fairly short video. As you can see, it is quite chilly here in South Africa today. Winter came a little bit early. But yeah, so first things first, in the background, I have been working on my app. Because if any of you have been watching me over the years on various channels, you notice that I probably have said 1,000 times already, everybody deserves to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. It has been my refrain. It has been how I sign off my videos. It's kind of become a tagline. One of my friends actually said that just after watching 2 or 3 of the interviews that I'd done on behalf of other people, her and her husband actually started saying it themselves, which warmed my heart a little bit. Thank you for that. Yay. Um, and then one of my best friends, shout out to Miss Jos Dirkx. Hey there, Jos. Brilliant author, by the way. If you haven't had the chance yet, guys, please make an effort to get hold of her books. You can find her on LinkedIn. You can find her stuff at Barnes and Nobles and on Amazon as well. Incredible, incredible writer. Has helped me through so many different transitions in my life, business-wise and health-wise and all the rest of it. So really, really incredible person. But as she was saying to me the other day, you know, the beauty of what I've been through over my career is that now I get to really solidify that into one space. And that was kind of what my subconscious, I think, was trying to do already with the tagline of healthy, wealthy, and wise. So I created this app that bridges all the woo woo stuff, okay, that we love to see on social media. We love to see the astro girlies. We love to see the tarot readers, all that kind of stuff, but there's very little grounded in reality applicableness, right? There's very little of that kind of how do I take that information and apply it in my life. And I'll never forget, one of the things that my dad drummed into me from really young, he goes, wisdom is the applied usage of knowledge, hence healthy, wealthy, and wise. So it's all well and good having the head knowledge about how to be healthy and all well and good having the head knowledge about how to be wealthy. But true wisdom is where you actually get to apply that to you. So coming back to the app, right? Release an app, which the link is, I always do this because first of all, it's the magician and the tarot, right? But also link in bio is either up there or down there, depending which social media platform you're on, okay? So go have a look at the app, but the app is very much taking all of that esoteric stuff, taking all of the knowledge that I have around wealth management and wealth building and investing and that kind of stuff, and marrying the two to be able to teach people or give them rather a tool, because again, a lot of us have this knowledge, but giving us the tool to show us how to execute against that knowledge. So the app has been a brainchild of mine for a really long time, just couldn't figure out how to actually bring it into the world until said friend, Jos Dirkx, messaged me about 2 months ago and goes, there is this amazing opportunity. You get to use this app development tool for an entire, I think it was a week for free, just to kind of test it out, which I did. And it helped me to build this app, which I'm very grateful for. So thank you again, Miss Jos Dirkx, and thank you for your wonderful books. But that app, as I say, is just an amazing tool. I now use it. I built it for myself, essentially, and realized, hey, this is a great way for people to use a tool to start to live their lives in a more aligned way. So check it out. There's a link to the landing page in the bio as well, no matter which social media platform you're on. Click the landing page first because there is a video on the thank you page of the landing page. And by the way, if you're in the States, you're going to be getting a $100 free restaurant voucher just for having filled that out. All right. And then on the thank you page, there's actually a video on how to use the app. So you'll get a nice little deep dive on what you're actually able to do on it. So that's announcement number one. Announcement number two is for those of you who know me or have known me for quite some time, I was quite a bit more large and in charge than I am now. And then I met my personal trainer here in the town in which I live. Incredible guy. I'm gonna actually tag him in the comments as well. Dian Brandt is his name. Phenomenal. If you're in South Africa, if you're in the Cape Town area, hit him up. He is incredible. Specifically because, and I have a little bit of a bugbear around personal trainers, they tend to do a one-size-fits-all thing. All right. Very few personal trainers actually have the knowledge to be able to work with their clients' needs. So when I went to him, I already knew what my Ayurvedic doshas are. 555 on the recording clock as I say that, because I was about to say in the app, if you don't know what your Ayurvedic doshas are, it'll tell you, which is great. And then the best part about knowing what your doshas are is that you're able to then figure out not just what you should eat and how you should be eating and what supplements you should be taking to help balance you out and live a more fulfilled life. It'll even tell you what your daily rhythm should be and what your exercise style should be like. So I get into the gym and he goes, what are your goals? And I give him my goals. At the time it was, as pretty much always is, lose fat, put on muscle. And I said to him, but I don't enjoy or need or want to do high intensity cardio at all. I'll do it in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, or if it's part of MMA, that's absolutely fine. If that's my cardio, cool. But don't expect me to jog for 15 minutes or sit on the row for 10 minutes. It actually inflames me and it doesn't do well for my system. So I gave him a few options that I know works for me. It still counts as cardio, and one of them being rucking. And he goes, okay, if you're going to be rucking, every day, go for it and see how that works for you. And before long, I was doing 10 kilometers, which I think is about, I don't want to lie to you guys because I can never quite remember what it is, kilometers to miles. It's either double or half. I think it's double. So if it's 10 kilometers, I think it's I think it's half. So yeah, it's half. It's about 5 or 6 miles that I do with a 20 kg, and that one I know is double. So 20 kgs is about 40 pounds or so. I would do that every single day, and the fat literally just melted off me. And then at gym, because, and again, this comes down to my doshas, which I know because I built my app. So please make use of it, guys. I then said to him, I really enjoy bodybuilding style workouts, but don't ask me to do those fast reps. I need to slow them down, like a lot of time under tension. And he was like, I've got you, fam. Hooked me up. We started working out, and within, I think it was 4 months, and he gave me a great diet, which was quite calorie restrictive, and I'll get into that in a second. I had lost 25 kgs in fat. No, it was a little bit longer. It was about 4 or 5 months, I think, of consistency. And I had then also employed another personal trainer for online sessions, more around just keeping my head in the game, when you're just feeling absolutely depleted and you need someone to kind of remind you why you're doing this. I employed Scott Holiday. Again, I'll tag him in there. Not quite sure there. Oh. Okay. No, sorry. I thought maybe we'd lost each other there for a second. But yeah, so I had employed Scott Holiday to help me with that. And I remember him actually saying to me, how come you're not absolutely famished every day? Because my calories, I was only at 1,500 calories per day, lifting heavy weights, pushing, for instance, bench press. We got up to about 200, 220 pounds on bench press, 100 kgs for reps. Squat was a little bit over that. So really heavy workouts and working out 5, sometimes 6 times a week. And he's like, how are you doing this? How are you expending over 2,000 calories a day just at the gym? That's excluding what you're doing at home, because obviously you're doing extra rucking and, your brain work burns a lot of calories as well. People don't often talk about that. But you're telling me you're not hungry. And I said to him, I was like, because I know my doshas, I know how much I'm allowed to eat. I know what my macros are in terms of how much protein I'm supposed to have, how much is supposed to come from fat, how much is supposed to come from this, how much is supposed to come from that. But then knowing my doshas and knowing how to supplement correctly based on my Ayurvedic doshas, I was able to provide my body all the minerals that it required in order to not feel depleted. So I never had cravings. Never was really hungry. I'd be like, okay, cool, it's time to eat. Great, yay me. But there was never that like, oh my God, I could absolutely demolish an entire restaurant's worth of KFC. I could if I really wanted to, but there was no like overriding, ugh, I have to, get out there and do this. Um, so that was really, really, really cool. And I bring this up because that was about a year ago that I did that. And then life, as life happens, life happened to me. And I'm now at the point where I'm like, I've lost all this weight. People still comment on it, but I still don't have the body that I want in terms of, beach body ready. Luckily, it is our winter here. I know y'all are going into summer over in the States. For those of you who are there, 11:11 on the clock. I'm hitting all the big numbers today. Yay. But I have now picked the body that I want. So I'm going to be asking all of you to help keep me accountable. All right. And I'm going to be sharing little clips of this particular announcement on various channels. But essentially, today marks the day of the start of my body transformation. So again, I've lost the weight. Now I want to really get everything popping. Shoulders, pecs, abs, legs, all of it. And I'm going to be combining, because I want to do this all at home. So I have a set of gymnastic rings. I have a yoga mat. I have two 5 kg, what's that, 8? No, that's about, I think, 11 pound, 12 pound dumbbells. Really, really light weights. And my gymnastic rings. I'm going to be doing the MFT 28, made famous by Greg Plitt. May he rest in peace. I'm going to be doing that workout, but I'm going to be doing it body weight, but I'm going to combine it with slowing it really down as much as possible. And I'm going to be incorporating certain breathwork styles as well to help keep the body going through those workouts, because they can be really intense when you slow them down that much. I did actually my first workout today. I was only able to do 1 set per exercise, which was a really humbling experience, but so great at the same time. Had such a lot of fun doing it. And I feel good. I feel pumped. I feel a little, not sore yet, but I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow, but that's fine. Tomorrow's back day, so yay, it's going to be good. And then twice a week, I'm going to be doing the Occam's Razor workout, which is 1 set to failure per exercise. Again, I'm going to be doing it with body weight, but again, that 5 seconds up, 5 seconds down, hectic time under tension for each muscle group, and working through that. And that's a full body workout. And then for every single workout that I do on a body split, body, I've gone back on the term, body part specific workout, I combine that with an isometric workout as well. So building the tendons, building the bones, really building the strength. So when I do one day get back into gym, when my schedule allows for it, and I can enjoy the gym the way I want to, the strength is there as well. So that's going to be quite cool. I don't have to worry as much about injuries because the tendons are stronger, the bones are stronger, and also really working on my flexibility at the moment, because when I was way younger, got involved with a powerlifting crew. Don't worry, I was never a power lifter. I say don't worry as though powerlifting is a bad thing. It's not. It's actually really awesome. And I miss it so much. My buddy Trenton, hey Trent, I'm still doing the powerlifting. He's doing more power building though at the moment. But yeah, incredible workouts. But what I found for me, because I would tend to get quite lazy, I wouldn't do my stretches. So it just wrecked my posterior chain, my back, my flexibility, just absolutely nowhere. So at the moment, I'm incorporating something that Ido Portal used to say, which is, what business do you have moving a weight if you cannot even move your body? So for the next 3 months, whilst I'm working to achieve my physical look that I'm wanting to achieve, I'm really focusing on being able to move my body before I ever pick up another weight, and have the flexibility to be able to move through a wide range of motion. And again, I'm referring back to the app because it tells me what kind of movements I should be doing that fits with my dosha. So even the workout today felt really great to do because I wasn't trying to do something that I don't enjoy doing. If you'd asked me to do a high intensity workout, That would never have worked. Just wouldn't have worked. So that's announcement number 2. I'm going on a body transformation journey, so you'll be able to follow my progress on social media. I'll be posting my stats. I'm not going to be posting too many pics of my body just yet because I'm not quite proud of it at the moment, but I will get there, I promise. And when I do, you'll be able to see those as well. But I will be posting my stats on social media, some fully clothed pics, so you guys can see where I'm at currently, and then go from there. Next up, next announcement is I'm releasing 2 courses one on social media, which is going to be completely free, which is going to be the financial literacy course, because so many people that I've come into contact over the years during my work as a wealth management professional in the past have said, where do we start? And I'd start talking to them about investments, and they would kind of look at me like, none of this is making any sense. Where do I start? So I've taken a step back, re-looked at everything, and I'm going, where would I be, or where would I start from if I only had $20 to invest? And that is literally where this financial literacy course is going to start. And that is going to be posted for free. I'm going to have modules released on a weekly basis on YouTube. I'll have clips that go out on various social media channels, but the actual course will live on YouTube, and that will be for free. Okay. Then paired with that, I'm going to be doing a financial investment, not a course, but a basically follow me as I trade, as I make investment decisions. And that's going to pair with my paid course, okay, which is called the 1 year to financial mastery, right? So it's basically, how do you achieve independent wealth within a 1 year time frame? And I'm quite literally living this. So as I've said to a lot of people, my friend circle, etc., the last 2 years have stripped me bare to the point where I have literally almost nothing left except my knowledge, which is on the one hand really trying and also really humbling. On the flip side, it is such a great place to be because, like the Fool in the tarot, it's the starting point of that journey. It feels so freeing to not have any baggage behind me. It's like, this is a brand new journey. Let me walk it with you. So I've quite literally been living what my 1 year course is, where first 3 months rather is setting up an online business. I'm going to be focusing on 3 different pillars for that. First pillar being affiliate marketing. Second pillar being having a YouTube channel and monetizing that in some way, shape, or form. And third one is going to be setting up an online store. Now, the reason I'm focusing on those 3 is because my entire business incorporates those 3 pillars. So I have my YouTube, my social media following that I'm going to be growing in real time with the team. And everything that I'm doing in my actual business is going to be in the course as well, and broken down as to what the steps are. So for those of you on the outside, you're going to see exponential growth on the social media. But if you want to know how I'm getting there, you'd have to come into the course and actually see that there for yourselves as to what the steps are that I'm following to get that going, how I'm marketing my store, how I'm being an affiliate essentially for my own company, and how I'm then expanding laterally as opposed to expanding my verticals, which is a trap that so many online entrepreneurs fall into, where they manage to make $5,000, $10,000 consistently per month, and they go, "Oh, I'll just scale up." Except the law of diminishing returns comes in. It doesn't work that way. So you're not going to be able to just triple your income by tripling your ad spend. That's not how that works, unfortunately. And if you understood this from a spiritual and esoteric point of view, you would know that. But that will be discussed here in the general reading. So the general readings are still going to be happening. Those are still going to be happening. And then there's going to be the free course that's going to be uploaded on a weekly basis on YouTube. And then there's the daily follow me as I look at various investments and how and why I'm investing into these particular structures. And then from there, you'll have the opportunity to learn a bit more about how I'm incorporating the app into that. And you'll be able to follow me on my physical journey. Why am I doing so many things at once? Well, I'm not, if you think about it. I'm just documenting everything. So I don't know anybody out there who decides to change their life who doesn't look at their health, okay? Look at what they're eating, look at how they're exercising, look at what they're filling their minds and their bodies with, who doesn't then also look at how to improve their bank balance. Because we are holistic beings. We're not living in a bubble. We're not living in a one-track modality anymore. A lot of people used to. Okay, it was career and nothing else, or body and nothing else. But now we've realized that no, we do not live in a microcosm. We very much live in a macrocosm. We as human beings have very many facets, and it's important for us to be able to express those facets in the best way possible. Hence, healthy, wealthy, and wise. So that's it for this announcement video. I hope you have found interest in it. So again, follow me on all my social media channels. I'm on Instagram. I'm launching on TikTok, so that'll be in the bio as well. X2 on Facebook. So you'll be able to follow my body transformation journey on those channels too. LinkedIn, I'm going to be posting more of the business side of things from an esoteric point of view. My goal is very much to help people in the spiritual community who, for instance, are tarot readers, astrologers, that sort of thing, teaching them how to not only grow their following, but learn how to monetize it. Because I have friends who are in the spiritual game, they have great followings, they don't have great bank accounts. Why? Because they don't know how to monetize that effectively in a way that feels authentic, doesn't feel sleazy, doesn't feel like you're taking away from your clients, all that good stuff. So we're going to be talking about that as well. So the app, my body transformation, as well as the investing side of things as well. I'm going to maybe talk about, or think about rather, releasing later on another playlist on this channel as well around the types of foods I'm eating. Because one of the great things about the app is I let you download my blueprint. And again, if you haven't, click the link there, guys. Click the link in the bio. I take the blueprint, I look at my doshas, it tells me what kind of foods I should be eating. I take a screenshot of that. I give it to the AI of your choice, right? I like to use Gemini, but that's not the be all and end all. And I say, based off of this and the following ingredients that I have in my pantry and the following meals that I would like to have this evening, what do you recommend? And the nice thing is AI is then able to actually look at it and go, well, this is your dosha. This is what would balance it out. Leave that out, have this instead, do that, do this. Here's how to combine it better. And then very easily, you're now not having to go out and buy a whole new pantry. You're getting to use what's already there to live a much healthier life. So that's something else that I'm thinking about maybe launching in the future. The reason I'm bringing that up is because I'd love you guys to let me know in the comments if that's something you would like to see, maybe a little bit about my cooking and styles of eating, etc., for my wellness. Although starting not today, but next week, Monday, I am going to be dropping my calories back down to 1,500 per day, whilst I make sure that I hit my final goals for my body. So that's it for now. I hope you guys found this useful, and I hope you found the announcement informative. And I look forward to seeing you all in the very near future. So tomorrow, you will start to get all the other videos that I spoke about today. And from there, it's just onwards and upwards. Have a great day further. And remember, everybody deserves to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.